Let's see, who's around today? Oh, Lislyn. Hi, Daniel, Casey. Uh, that's nice. Listen, here is a new app I got you could use for free. It's for anybody, even members and non-members. If you see, it's leskolovesai.com and then /business. leskolovesai.com. I think AI is the most incredible thing that's happened to people who need money and information, because research before this was very difficult to do. And unfortunately, people used Google because that was the best thing to maybe find something, but it's not the best. Google is only the best thing to find something if you have money. If you don't have money, you can't use Google, because everything there is people who want to get money from you. If you don't have money, you have to start finding the people in our country who give away money for free. And that represents 40% of everything in our country is people giving away money for free. But you don't know about them because they don't advertise. So the average person has no idea. And that's what we do at LesGoHelp.com, is show people where to go for that. And how to you have to treat this differently than when you find something in Google, because Google is going to kiss your ass to get your money. But these people, it's the opposite. You have to be nice to them for them to give you the money, because they get paid whether they give you the money or not. So it's a different strategy, a different game. And that's why with AI, I've been watching this for months and months now, and I feel that it is the best way to find grants. See, there's a two-step process for getting government grants. One is to find the grants you're eligible for. And that's very difficult. See, that's the hardest part. Because if you don't have the right grant to apply to, it's wasted. That's why so many people go to Google, they find applications and they fill them out and they get nowhere. And they go round and round in circles for months or years and getting nothing. And that's why they don't know where to go to find the right people to talk to. And it's all about talking to people. It's not about finding an application to fill out. It's finding the people to talk to that will tell you the right application to fill out. Nobody knows. I don't know either. But what's interesting about our society is that we have really hundreds of thousands of people all over the country that are there to find you the right application for you. They're the people you have to find, okay? And you can't find them in Google because they're all free and they don't pay Google to help you find them. So you have to find them. But here comes AI, see? And that's a whole game changer, because you could use AI to find just the people who give out money, okay? That's important. Now, what's really important, it organizes information better than you and I can ever do that. Now, I know these programs. I've been doing it for 50 years and know where they will. Now, what AI could give you in 2 minutes would take me 2 or 3 months to do. And that's just one city. And that's why what I've set up is a free app you could use right now on your phone or on the internet. And you go to LeskoLovesAI.com. LeskoLovesAI.com/business. I have one for business. I'm going to have one for debt and all the other things. And put that in now while we're talking. If you go now, open up another tab and tell us what you get, because I'm interested. See, you don't have to know anything about AI to use AI, because I've done this for you with this website. This website takes care of all the back end. All you have to do in this website, actually you give us your email, but more importantly, you put the city and state you live in. That's all you have to do. And then behind the curtain, AI goes to work and finds 100 government and nonprofit organizations that give out money for business. Small businesses, big businesses, anything. You know, even just working at home, or if you're a freelancer, anything like that. And it'll show you 100 programs, okay? And it'll take literally about 2 minutes or so. And it'll be there, you could print it out and see, once you get there, and once you print that out is where your work begins. Because AI will give you the shopping list. It's sort of like getting a list of companies that are hiring now, okay? So if you're looking for a job, you know, where do you look for a job? Just go down the street, door by door, that's one way. But you would love to get a listing of people who are hiring. So you could go to those organizations that are hiring and ask them for a job. Now that would be more, more worthwhile your time than anything else. The same thing if you're a salesman. You want to know people who buy what the heck you're selling, you know, just not going cold call and things like that. That's what the internet is. It's terrible, you know. But now it's categorized. You get 100 organizations that only give out money. Now this is, and what we've done there too in AI is when you get the report, and it's free, and not charged for this at all, it's you just put in your city and state and click away, but it gives you more than just the name. It gives you the name of the program, the address, the website, the telephone number, the email address, how much money they give out, for what? Because a lot of these are services. See, the government not only has money, but it has services. You need free legal help. You need to write a proposal. You need to help you think about what's the best way for you to do marketing or where to get money and things like that. So consulting services. Then it gives you a number of how much that consulting service is worth that you can use. So it's usually like $500 to $5,000 of free consulting. So if you have a business and you're starting a business and not sure where the heck to go or what to do, you want that. That's what you really want. You don't want money yet because you don't know the right thing and exactly what you're doing. So you want these experts that are there to help you think through it. Like you want to start a business at home or something like that, or just make extra money. These people will sit down with you for free and show you what's out there. See, they help people like that every day of their life. So they're the people to talk to, not people in Google. Google is there to get money from you. So these people will never ask you for money. And that's what's important. 5 pages of detailed info. Oh, did you try it, Casey? Casey Griffin, did you try it? It's a member talking about. I ran for NYNY, it came up with 24. Okay, at 24, there's a tab on the bottom that says more, and it'll give you more and more and more. So Casey, look at the tab on the bottom. After it gives you the 24, it doesn't spit out the whole thing first. So it gives you a little taste, yeah, to see if you like it. And look, here's the most important thing about that, is that you find, it tells you what to say when you call. So it'll say things like, well, ask for this program and ask if you're eligible, ask when you're to apply, and all the stupid questions you have to ask but can't think of because you haven't done this before. So it's there to help you ask those questions. And now, this is where the real work begins. You have to take time and follow up, because these people, even though they may not be able to help you because they don't have money or you're not eligible, call them anyway, because then they could point you to other programs that may be able to help you. See, because they know these programs. They work with them every day. They're helping people like you every day with this problem. So if they can't help you, they're the best places to talk to point you in the right direction. Who else may be able to help you? That's the game of research, is looking for the place of the possibilities. It's all a game of possibilities. That's why with Google, you got 200 billion possibilities, and that's crazy. So here you have 100. of real possibilities, because that's all they're doing, is helping people for free like you, who don't have money and want to start or expand a business. That's all they do all day long. I want to use him for a video for fun. It is close to impossible to find him. Oh, had I money to give to, so I could have benefited from it tremendously. Okay, I think Chaplin, okay, to find me, you can try me at Lesko Free Radio. I mean, and just keep doing it every day until, I mean, I get hundreds of mails every day, but that's it. So if you're not a member, that's a way to do it. I don't know what you have interested in a video, but can't hurt to ask, okay? 5 pages. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Tammy. Are you helping people, Tammy, with AI yet? And at least give them this thing. You know, LeskoLovesAI.com/business. Now, Tammy is a navigator in Lesko Help. I kept talking about programs and help, though he was talking about rehab or something. Well, everything. These are government programs. There's about 750,000 government programs in America. And that's what people don't know about because they're not advertised. So what we do at Lesko Help is showing people where these programs are, how to apply for them, and we only charge $20. So our service is only $20 a month for all you could eat. We have every day you could personally ask questions. Now here's Tammy, she's on live video. You could sneak in and ask a question, or here she is asking questions too, to members' questions. And we have probably 3-4 hours at least every day of people answering one-on-one questions. And then we have a question corner where you could put questions and we answer them later and things like that. But right now, you don't even have to be a member. You could use this because I think it's so important. You have to start learning to use the tools that are in our society that make your life easier. If you don't start using these tools, you know, you're behind the 8 ball. Just think, okay, just 10 years ago, if you didn't have a PC, right? People are using PC. So the way you're using it now, people were doing that 10 years ago and you probably weren't. See? The same thing with everything in our society. Technology goes on and, you know, you still go in the library to look for something. That's crazy, you know. I mean, there's some good things there that you may need, but you can't. You have the world now in front of you, particularly with AI. This is smarter than you and I will ever be. I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, that's not saying much for me, but in my area of expertise, I rarely find, I mean, there's some little glitches. We find, because we've been testing a lot of these, that it's right about 80% of the time, because we'll run searches and then check them all out. So 20% of it is not right. And that's better than anything on the internet. That's better than any book I read. Because a book, I used to write books, and they used to be published, and they wouldn't come out to the public for a year, you know, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 months before the book came out. Now, how much you think changed in the meantime? So at least it's the most current thing. It may not be current all the time, 100%, but it's the most current. And our samples show about 80% of the time. It is, all the stuff they give you is right. So again, if you're gonna, if it's a life or death situation, you just don't want to use that only. Backwards, paper, you know, to do this. Yeah, I know. Some, I don't know, on YouTube, do you see that my paper backwards or forwards? Yeah, I have to go on Canva or something, he'll reverse it, but I had to do this last minute, and so with a marker. This guy's boomer yapping. What's this guy? What, I get these glasses, I get them in China, cheap, $100. I'm going to try again to get in touch with you personally. I like to hire. Well, if listen, you could hire me for $20. You get as much for $20 as anything else. You know, we are legally required to report what we raise. Gavin Newsom. Oh, I don't know what Gavin Newsom, doesn't matter. No, that's all. It's $20. Go to leskohelp.com and ask away, you know. That's all. It's $20 a month, so we bill monthly on that. So that's important. Uh, and, but you have to learn how to use this. It is going to save you. You can't use Google to find free money. You can't use Google to get help. You have to learn about using AI. It's very simple, and that's why you'll see all you have to do is put in your zip code, your state and your city and state. And when you see that, you'll see the code, and it's not code, it's just English. You have to talk to AI. You don't write computer code. And you'll see how I'm asking AI to show me the government offices and nonprofit organizations in your city and state that give out free money and help to start or expand a business. Now, I have another one coming up with debt soon, so to help people with their bills and debt. But it's the same thing. You could take that code and put in, instead of starting a business or whatever, expanding a business, you could just put on debt and bills, and it'll show you 100 programs for debt and bills. So you sign up to ChatGPT, that's the one I use, you could use others, and .com, and there's always a free option. Use the free one, okay? Who hurt you, Philip? Yeah, it's a legend. And so, where are those glasses? Lazio from GTA, don't know. I have an appointment through Zoom, though. I hope you're still on in the next 20 minutes. Don't know, maximum exum. Oh, that's a nice word. But it's so important that many people who are struggling, and I know people are struggling in this life now. The wages are down. Wages haven't gone up in 50 years in this country for the average. It went up for the top 10%. They're doing well. We don't have to worry about them. But for the 90%, wages are not going anywhere. Inflation is going up. So if wages are staying the same and inflation is going up, that's a problem, right? You don't have enough money to live in this country. So what do most people do? They get a credit card and they go in debt. Now, to me, that's just giving more money to rich people because the rich people charge for their money, charge interest on their money that they're given a credit card, so you have the money. And that's expensive money for you as an individual. So you have to stop getting out of the credit card thing, and there's plenty of free help to do that too. That's why the next AI I'm going to have is for debt, DEBT, okay? And that's important for you to know that, because there's going to be more. But again, when you go here, and Lesko loves AI.com, and then you put / then business, and then you put in your state and your city, and just put go, or whatever that says like that, and it'll spit it out for you. And then when you could print that out or look at it, but just see the top. The top will be what you had to tell AI to do to get this. So you could cut and paste that, and then go sign up for ChatGPT.com, and sign up for free, and then copy and put that in, and change the city and state to what you want. And then you're on your way. and it's great. Let's see, TikTok people. Invite just any questions from TikTok. Sent love you. Oh, thank you, Ramesh. Backwards, yeah, I know it's backwards. But let's see, we have any real questions? Who needs to do something? Who needs money for something? Open Elton John Hurry, okay. I have an appointment through Zoom, though. I hope that's Zoom with us or Zoom somewhere else. How can someone wearing that know anything about society?
Well, Philip, you don't have to listen. That's okay. Chaplain, I'm going to try again, get in touch, okay? He kept talking. Nobody has questions. Thanks for all the helpful info. As always, enjoyed when to see you on the road. Moved out of Rockville a few years ago. Oh, where do you live now? We need funds for, is that medical, Lynn? If you need funds for medical, what to do is go to this website, go to Needy, Needy, MEDS. So that's Needy, Needy, and then MEDS. And you go there and you'll see all kinds of ways to pay for it. Medical problems, there's people there that will fight your bills. There's people there that pay co-pays. There's people there that will pay your hospital bills. People there that give free medical care, free dental care, and everything. It's the best single source. So if you're not a member, do that, okay? Took me to PA, but I'm from MoCo. What's MoCo? Heather, what's MoCo? I should know that. Needy, yeah. NEEDYMEMEDS, not NEDS. Not like the person, the guy. Meds, MEDS.org, O-R-G. I'm homeless with kids and need some help. Where should I go in Dade County? Call this number, 211 in Dade, Montgomery County, gotcha. Yeah, that's what that, I know it looked very familiar. So call 211 down in Dade County to do there. There's another thing that the wife of the governor down there set up, I forget what it is, but 211 will help you start the place. Where is a good place to start for general housing funds in Minnesota? You want to make an appointment with the housing counselor. If you don't, you could go to findhelp.org, okay, findhelp.org, and you put in your zip code, and then it'll show you people in your zip code that are consultants that will help you for free with the housing issue. But you may have to call a half a dozen of them, okay? You won't get, just one link to fill out an application, get money. No, that takes work, and that makes on the phone work. Where's a good place to start for gather housing funds? Okay. Pasco County, I don't know where that is. Pasco County, but same thing, a good place. If you're not a member of Lesko Help, go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, okay? You called Jimmy Saville, don't know him. Is that the British broadcaster or something like that? And wasn't he on some kind of sex scandal? Something? I don't know. Where's a good place to start? General housing. Boy, nobody has questions. Nobody has problems. Oh, that's good. I have a business LLC, yes, and done already, but stuck on where to go next. Okay, Francisca, you're not stuck anymore. Go here, put in your state and zip code. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. This is for a member, so it's Lesko loves AI/.com business. Okay, Francisco. Go to that link, put in your city and state, and you'll get 100 sources. Now, when you get that 100 sources, that's the key. You have to start calling. And if you don't start calling, it's not going to happen. You won't be able to tell which is the right one for you just by looking at the list. You have to talk to people. And you may have to talk to a half a dozen or a dozen people before you get the right place. But I don't think you have anything better to do, to tell you the truth. Anything else you're going to look for money is just going to waste your time and you'll get nothing. So here you have to zero in and actually do the real work that's required, okay? Finally got in. Juan! That's great. He's here. He's here. And we all give a cheer because Juan is here. Hi, Diane. What can I help you with, Diane? What do you want? Miss Given? Huh? What do you need? Come on, I want to help people. I can't help you if you just listen to my bullshit. I want to give you real tools to help you, because they're out there. And that's what you do, and to talk to other people about solving this problem. Yeah, the LLC and DUNS and all that, that doesn't mean you're in business. You're never in business until you have a customer. And that's why you should do that first. How are you gonna get customers first? So you go to this website and get a list of free mentors that will tell you how to get customers, okay? You sit down and explain that, because you don't need money to get customers. Sometimes you do, but most of the times you don't. And if you don't have money, then you find out ways to not get it. I started my first 2 businesses with money and they all failed. When I started businesses without money, that's the ones I started making money. So everybody's gonna tell you what you need for business, but the only thing you really need is a customer. So you work on that first. You don't work on that last, you know. But now that you have all that stuff that you may or may not need, just go out and find out how you can. Thank you for the info. Just joined. I can't wait to get this going in the right direction. Okay, Francisco, you know, go to that website and then start making calls. I mean, you may have to make 10, 20 calls. I don't know. But you have no other option, I feel. Nobody's going to give you a lot of money unless they're one of these people, you know. And that's why, and you won't find these people in Google. So you're really stuck, you know. If you want it easy, you may get lucky. That's the only way easy is going to happen, if you get lucky. So that's why I used to do my infomercials. I get the people who really got lucky, so they thought it was easy. So colorful and weird hair. Oh, I guess that's a have an idea for a business. Who could I talk to? Lynn, you go to this website. Okay, go to this website and you'll find 100 people that get paid to talk to you and help you with your business idea, and they're all free. That's right, all of them are free, okay? But you have to contact them. They're not gonna contact you. They're not gonna charge you for any money or whatever. So they're all there for free. So if you don't do that, you're gonna go round in circles and you're gonna be on Google and just waste time and probably money before doing anything. You wanna talk to people that get paid to help people like you, and they're here, okay? Then you can't just talk to one person. You have to talk to maybe a half a dozen to make sure you know your options, okay? Automobile for senior, yes, okay. First thing I do, Lynn, is go to findhelp.org, and put in your zip code and then put in car, you know, and it'll tell you the programs locally for cars. Now, all of them won't be for seniors. That doesn't matter. You call as many as you can and tell them about your situation and ask them for help and where to point you into the right place, okay? That's what you have to do, okay? I need down payment for a condo, 55 and over county, community, okay? Down payment money. All the down payment money, 99% of it is local. So local, go to George. I see. You remember, I remember that. Over on the left-hand side, Lesko help too. Look on the left-hand side, table of contents, and we have something called Help Now corner. And one of them is homes and housing, okay? And that gives you, the first thing there are 10 organizations locally you start calling for help for down payment for a house. You have to call as many as you can, keep calling them. Someone will say, oh, there is none, fine, you go to the next one. You know, that's what research is, finding things that people don't know that's there. Nobody can know everything, it's too much. Yeah. Look at the 2 billion websites on the internet or something like that. Nobody knows all that stuff, yeah. So that's why you have to find people who make a career studying what you need help with, and ask them for help and pointing you into the right direction. And that's it. Juan, what do you need help with? Sarah! Hiya, Sarah! Need help down payment for a condo. All right. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be 85 soon. 55 is way in my rearview mirror. But Juan, Montanez, what do you need help with? What do you need help with, my dear? How about Sarah? What do you need help with, Sarah? Okay. What is this? Let's see. Hi, we have a mural in our neighborhood that comes with the price tag. Trust this is cheap because the wall is massive. You have any idea on where to get funding? I mean, you want to build a mural on that? Yes. There's lots of options for that, but you have to start digging. The first thing I would do is that, if it's for community development, is your county has an office of community development, okay? That's a place to start, but you don't stop there. You start there, and you start calling your elected official for possibilities. Is it possible to find funding for travel? Yes. Join the Navy. I did. What do you do for a living? No, I've been selling information about government programs for 50-some years now. Had 2 New York Times bestsellers on it, a bunch of businesses. And now we have a community called leskohelp.com. So our community is, here's our community, leskohelp.com. This is 15,000 people that help each other get government funding for what they need, whether it's to get out of financial problems or invest in something, a business, a home, a career, or whatever. So it's all the money programs. There's 750,000 free money programs in the government, and we should help people apply to them, okay? We help you actually show you where they are, where you live, because they're different everywhere. And that's why AI works very well. So we're training people on how to use AI to find them, because that's better than anything, certainly better than Google. Google is a death trap. You don't want to go there at all. So you want to go leskohelp.com, $20 a month. And it's all you could eat for $20 a month. We also give out our own grants. We give out, well, now it's down to about 50,000. 20, 50,000 or 70,000, depending on profit. Sometimes it's 70, sometimes it's 50, and sometimes it's 20. So, and we've given like $1.5 million out already in the last couple of years, just to members. So members are eligible to apply for that. And all you have to do is write one sentence, and that's it. So it's leskohelp.com. And here you want, this is free. This is where to find 100 programs. For starting a venture, a business, a small business, or an invention, or you want to just be a freelancer. And that's leskolovesai.com/business. leskolovesai.com/business. Okay? So, let's see, we have, I need help with starting a business that can buy houses. Okay, same thing, Andrea. You start with those people, that 100 people, okay? You see, Lesko, I mean, also on the left-hand side, we have a thing here for start my business, okay? And the table of contents under Help Now corner, okay? That's, see here. Okay, now you have to do follow-up. Roger, hi. Ooh, 2 o'clock. Oh, thanks, Roger. Okay, you want to learn more about AI? Roger has a class starting. It's free to members on AI, and it's at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is Central is 1 o'clock. Mountain is, Eastern is 2, Central is 1, Mountain is whatever it is, 12, I guess, and then Pacific is 11. Okay, Sarah, help me, Matthew. What can I do to help with Lesko from member? How do I get? What do you need help with, Sarah?
That's the important thing. Starting a business. Oh, here's the link for business, and this is for, yeah, Andrea. Here's the link for there, and then also this AI will show you right in your zip code. So this is great here. Lesko loves AI.com/ Lesko.ai.com/ yeah, okay. Okay, so that's there, Andrea. Now, Sarah, so you need help. What kind of help you need, Sarah? What do you need money for? Okay, that's the key. What do you need it for? What do you need it for? Is it for living expenses, or what is it for? So I could help you, please. Sarah? Come on, don't want to leave you hanging. We haven't announced this one yet, but Sarah, if it's for living expenses, go on the left-hand side, the table of contents, and you'll see pay my bills and debt. So you look at that link, all the links there, and the sources. You're all right, want to help me? Oh. Send me some information about you, Sarah. I'm at, yeah, occasionally we look for people, so it'd be nice to know. Let's go free, okay? Okay, Sarah, where do you live? Where's home? Where's your homie? Where's your homie? Is it baloney or a homie? Now, I forget about stuff too. I'm an old guy and I do 100 things every day. So if I miss, just beat on me again. That's the best way to find out that. Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta go exercise so I can stay alive as long as I can to help people, because helping people is so selfish because it feels so good. Yeah. So that's why I'm here. And I think that's why we're all here. So if I could help anybody find a way to help more people and make a living on it, then that's part of what I enjoy doing. So I hope we do. Andrea, okay, thank you. So remember, there's a place to ask questions in the table of contents. Ask questions here, okay? So that should be obvious. And Sarah, I'll look forward to that. Okay, guys? Thank you for putting up with me. Have a great day. What government website can I go to get money to build homes and help the low-income people? Tammy Johnson, you want that? Go to, this will give you a list, okay? LeskoLovesAI.com/business. So to start any kind of business, or it's helping people or whatever, and they'll show you who to call and make appointments with to figure out how you could be successful in what you want to do. Because these are experts that do that every day and they don't charge money. And they have money too. Not all of them have money, but they can point you to. Okay? So I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you.